my name is Sydney Wolk. My grandparents' story is based on my great-grandfather, Sidney Asen, who I'm named after. Way back in 1920 lived my great-grandfather, Sidney Asen. He lived with his mom, dad, sister, and brother. They lived in a very Jewish town in Poland, and everyone there was discriminated because of their race, Judaism. They lived a comfortable life until German army invaded. So back to my great-grandfather. Well, he was in need of a job that paid him well. One day, when he was about 16, he asked his parents if he can go to the States, and they said yes, but warned him, trust no one except family. He took those words to his heart. He was on the next ship out to the States. Lucky for him, he has an aunt and uncle that live in the Bronx. After his ship docked in Ellis Island, New York, he found a way to get back to the Bronx. When he arrived, his uncle was very surprised and grateful to see him. He offered him a job as a carpenter right away with a good salary. He worked for a year and realized that he wasn't getting all his money. His uncle was taking the money that my great-grandfather worked hard for. He got so mad because he trusted him, so he stopped talking to him. He quit his job with his uncle and found another job as a carpenter. This time he was working for Harry M. Stevens, who built Madison Square Garden and built racetracks. He worked for him from 1921 to 1968. Every time he got his paycheck, he would send money back to his family back home. He started to get curious why he didn't hear back from them. While he was sending money to his family, Germans were taking over, but he didn't know that yet. Then one day he heard that his family was forced into a temple and were burned alive, years after his family died. One night he went to a dance in Harlem, New York. It's in the Bronx, and he saw this girl whose name was Sophie at a community dance. Sidney asked Sophie to the dance with him, and she said yes. After the dance was over, Sidney said that he still wanted to see her. He asked her out. Sidney and Sophie were dating for about a year until he proposed to her. He proposed to her in the same place they met, the dance. They were married for 61 years. They had 3 daughters, 8 grandchildren, and 17 great-grandchildren. Sidney died at age 88 and lived from 1903 to 1991. Sophie died at age 86 and lived from 1906 to 1996. Thank you for listening.